Portland General Electric serves nearly 900,000 customers. The power demand in our area is growing. And at the same time, PGE has a goal of cutting greenhouse emissions by 80% over the next 30 years.
But the trajectory of all the actions we'd like to take over the next 30 years allow us to meet really aggressive reductions in greenhouse gas emissions. And that's, we made a commitment to do that last year, and this is our first plan that we put out since making that commitment.
That's Elaine Hart. She's the manager of Integrated Resource Planning at the utility. PGE believes its future will include a mix of strategies to get and save enough power.
PGE believes it needs a lot more renewable energy over the next 4 years, about 150 megawatts. That's enough to power about 120,000 homes. It also needs more energy efficiency, they believe, about 157 megawatts. That's enough to run more than 125,000 homes.
The company plans to take part in offering rebates for energy efficient things like light bulbs. They even made and posted this video on YouTube encouraging businesses to make the switch. It will also offer a thermostat program where they pay you to let them control your thermostat remotely, up or down a few degrees, or they may offer you a few bucks to get you to run the laundry or the air conditioner when it's not peak hours. The utility is also thinking about what it could do with large battery installations that would hold power until it's needed. This is video of a small setup they have in Salem.
We haven't done batteries at scale yet. We haven't relied on customer participation to the extent that we're proposing to. So there's just a lot of learning that we anticipate that we're going to be doing as part of this process. But new things are challenging, but that's how you make change.
I wanted to know what this was going to cost customers, and the answer is it's unclear. The Public Utilities Commission will decide again what it can and can't do, and so those decisions will be made a few years from now.